Hello then, my name's John Dunkerley, and I run my Avon business with my wife Jane. Um, you're probably receiving this video simply because you're fairly new into Avon and you want to find out a little bit more about what you need to do. So, firstly, Jane and myself would like to extend a very warm welcome into Avon and also into our group. Now, you've probably received a text from your sales leader, and on that text, there'll be three steps to go through. The first would be to add yourself into Facebook, or um, add us as friends on Facebook. I mean, our Facebook um, profile is this, okay? So all you got to do is find us, add us as a friend, and then what we can do is add you into a couple of groups which are specifically for new Avon people. And what that does is that it gives you hints, tips, advice. You can interact with people, you can ask questions, and you will get very quick response answers. Now, the other thing it will also mention on there is to set up your online shop. Now, we're not going to go through that tonight because that'll be too long. So we do need to talk about that at some point, but tonight we're just going to mainly concentrate on retail, the catalogue side of Avon, if you like. All right. The other thing that you will need to do, the third thing on that text, is to visit this site, www.newtoavon.co.uk. And on this site there are, I think it's 9 short videos, but they're very informative. They cover all the major aspects of Avon, all right, but they're short. They're 3, 4, 5 minutes long, so it's really well worth watching the videos on this site. Okay, that's the first thing. Secondly, as soon as your books arrive, what you need to do is let your sales leader know that the books have arrived, and then they can go through the startup procedure with you. But what you will find is when you've got your books, you're going to have a main book. It might not look exactly like this because these books change every 3 weeks. Okay, but the principle's the same. So you've got the main book, you've got a sell, turn around that way, a sell catalogue as well. And what we do, we put those two back to back, and then we put it inside of one of these bags, these snappy bags as we call them, and this protects the catalogue from any rain whilst it's out on the doorstep. Now, once you've got your pack like that, we're almost ready to go out, but not quite. The first thing that you need is an order form, and you should have a load of order forms that were sent to you. Up in this top right hand corner, you can put your name and telephone number, and at the bottom there's the days of the week. So if you want to use this as a way of telling your customers what day you're going to go back, you would circle the day of the week, or you'd highlight the day of the week that you're going to go back. And what we do, we fold that order form in half and put it in front of the catalogue. All right. Now, if you're using the days of the week method, you're going to need to put the days of the week pointing outwards. However, we do it slightly different. We actually turn it around and have our name showing, and what we also put in there are some of these slips, what we call day slips, and these are fully customizable, and if you'd like us to send some to you, we certainly can do. They're also on the Facebook page that we can add you into. So you can change the day that you're going to go back for the catalogue. You can change our name and telephone number to your name and number, and all you do is pop that on top of the order form. So your pack would look something like this when it goes out. Okay, so you've got so people can see when you're going to go back for it. They can see that they've got an order form, they can see that they've got the main catalogue. When they turn it around, they've also got a sell catalogue on the back. So what do you do with these catalogues? Good question. The first thing is to think, right, who can I give these catalogues to? And I would certainly start off with friends, family, neighbours, anybody that you can think of. Maybe people at work, take them into work, this hair salon, or wherever you want to put these catalogues. But I would always give people a time scale. I would never leave the catalogue more than about 2 days. So, for example, if you go out on a Monday with the catalogues, you'd probably pick them up on a Wednesday. Go out Thursday, you'd probably pick them up on a Saturday. However, if you go out on a Friday, then you could leave them over the weekend and pick them up on Monday. You've got to do it to suit you, all right? Everybody's different. So the first thing is give them to friends, family, neighbours. And then the second thing is to think, right, okay, where else could I go? And what I would suggest is you work very local, yeah? Go into your own street, start putting some catalogues out. And what you're going to find is that the very best way of getting these catalogues out to people is to simply present the catalogue. Really simple to do. You just go to the first house, you knock on the door, rather than ringing the bell, because sometimes bells don't work, you knock on the door. When somebody answers, you just say, hi, I'm John from Avon, just handing out the latest Avon catalogues to people in this area, and you hand it over, yeah? Now some people are going to go, yeah, fantastic, I haven't seen one of those for years, superb. Other people are going to go, nah, don't want it, and they hand it back to you. Other people say, I've already got a rep, that's fine, yeah? All you're trying to do is do a bit of market research to find your particular customers. Right? What you do need to do, and this is absolutely vital, is that you need some sort of record book, and I believe you get these with the kit. All right. If you don't, just take out some paper and mark it down. But it's all self-explanatory in here. All right. It tells you exactly what you need to do. So you go into your first street, you write down the name of the street, the number of the house that you go to. If they come out and say, yeah, I want it, fantastic, you leave them on your list. If they come out and go, don't want it, that's fine, you cross them off your list. So that when you go back 2 days later to put those catalogues up, you can quickly run down and go, yeah, I put one in that house, one in that house, one in that house, oh, didn't put one in there, didn't put one in there, yeah. But only leave catalogues with people who actually answer the door, all right? If they don't answer the door, leave them to another day and try it at maybe a slightly different time to try and catch the person in. When you go back to pick up the books, you then mark down what the results were. Did they look at it? Did they buy from you? And so on. Because what you want to do with this record book is to develop what we call a customer base. You want to get to a point where you're only dropping those catalogues to people that you know are going to buy from you. Yeah. Now that takes 3 to 6 months to fully understand who's going to buy from you on a regular basis and who isn't. But you go through that process. All right. So, as I say, 2 days is the maximum, or the optimum amount of time I would leave those books with people, even with your friends. Give them a time limit and make sure you keep good records on here. And when you get home, mark down the records onto your computer, all right? Because sometimes if it pours down with rain and this book gets ruined, you could lose 2 or 3 months worth of records. And if you do that, it's not a good, not a good situation to be in. So if you keep your records on your computer, all you do is come home, print off a brand new sheet, and off you go again. All right. The other thing that you're also going to, one thing I should say is these snappy bags. They're brilliant. You know, you seal them up and it stops the rain getting in there. But you can only use them once, maybe twice, and then you need to change it again because they get sticky, they get broken, they get ripped, and if they're ripped and sticky and horrible, people aren't going to want to open that catalogue up, because if the catalogue looks like that, they might be thinking, well, what does the rep look like as well? So change these bags on a regular basis. So when you place your next order some of these extra bags. I think they're about 50p or 80p for 50 of them, all right? So relatively cheap, but it makes a whole difference to whether people buy from you. So the other thing is, you should all have one of these come through the post here. And on this following page, this is really, really important, is that we'll have a couple of figures here. £87. All right, that is a key figure, because Avon work in 3-week cycles. Every 3 weeks, those catalogues change. All right. In that 3-week campaign, as long as you do £87 worth of orders, you'll then earn 20% commission. All right. Vital. We're in this business to make money. So £87 is the minimum I would say that you need to aim for. All right. Because that'll give you 20% commission. However, most people go for this figure, the 160 or more. Yeah. The reason for that is you now get 25% commission. Yeah. So for some extra work, you get more money. Yeah. What else do I need to say? Oh yeah, I was also going to say about the online shop. Really important to get that set up at some point. You don't necessarily have to do it right now, but at some point you do need to set it up for a couple of reasons. The main reason is that if you've got an online shop set up, what happens is when people go onto your shop, they browse, they buy, the company send the products out to the customer, they collect the money in, and then pay you the commission on it. Absolutely fantastic. So you can have customers in Scotland, in Plymouth, in Cornwall, wherever. They can have them all over the country, and you do nothing apart from attract people into your shop, let them buy, and then you get paid the commission on it. Okay. If you want more information on that, either follow the text that has been sent to you, or give us a call, or your sales leader a call, and we'll talk you through the setup process. It's literally 5 minutes to do, but it can make some good money for you. All right. And as I said earlier, add us into Facebook, and we'll add you into a couple of groups. All right. So always keep in contact. Ring your sales leader or ring us. Any problems at all, right? There's no problems that we can't overcome, and all it leaves for me is to wish you all the very best in your new Avon journey, and I look forward to catching up with you soon. You take care. Bye bye.